dear Pisces, this is a love reading for you where the person most on your mind will have their true thoughts and feelings revealed by me, Queen of Cups Tarot. We will also look into what they would tell you if they had the guts to tell you the truth with the brutally honest oracle cards. And please hit the like button and share this video with like-minded. And I use the light SEER'S Tarot for the readings part. And we will look into their thoughts about you. And we have death here together with the Six of Wands. So I feel like this is someone that's ready to sacrifice almost everything just to win here, to win over you, or to win whatever it is that they feel like they would want to win. I want to understand this a little bit better, so I'm taking from the brutally honest oracle cards. I was a fool, so I'm thinking they are saying I am a fool. I am a fool. It's more because this is going on in the now. It's a little bit into the past, actually. It was important for me to be the provider. I'm thinking it feels like it's important for this person to be the main person or the head person in the relationship, or the person which the whole relationship circles around. So they need to be the main character or the most important, like VIP person in this relationship. So they're ready to sacrifice even the whole relationship if they don't get this VIP position. And here we have the 10 of Pentacles together with the Ace of Pentacles. They really enjoy this relationship with you though, and they would want it to continue into the future. They feel like you could be their forever person, or the person that they would want to be with forever. This is the Six of Wands. It's Leo in Jupiter, and it's connected to the Lover's card, but it's very masculine way of loving. I love you because how you make me feel, or I want to be with you because you're smoking hot, and so you're a real trophy. So it's a little bit shallow like this, but they still invite you into their life, but it's something going on here. Okay, so I'm seeing also another scenario for some of you where the person has gone through some kind of metamorphosis from how they were acting in the past, that this might be how they acted in the past. We have the Knight of Wands, King of Swords energy here with 9 and 10 of Wands. So it shows a person that's a little bit my way or the highway. And since they're saying this was a fool, and death is a pretty serious card, I feel like they sacrificed you. It was easy for them to sacrifice you in the past. But they are still the same person. They still have the same little bit narcissistic personality. But it might be that they have changed in some way. We'll see with this last card. And here we have the Empress. So the Empress, it shows that they are really devoted to you. They have realized that you are the most important person in their life. So it's some kind of shift that is going on. It's some kind of they're going through a metamorphosis. They're still the same person. They still have the same personality tendencies, with maybe being a little bit self-centered. But they have in some way also realized your value. I'm seeing these hands being held like this. And here are you. So it's like now they value you as well. So it's pretty beautiful. But the person still wants to be the provider. So maybe before they made themselves important by for example, like love bombing you and then withdraw their love so that you would sought after it and crave it, which made them feel important. Now they realize that this is not a healthy way to be in a relationship, but they still want to be important, but then maybe in another way, that they will want you to see them as a person that's sane, wise, adult, things like this, that I'm not sure that they are, but the person wants to be important either as is like right now they're open to an equal relationship where you both can love each other and cherish each other, but then they want to be seen as a healthy, good partner if that would fail, let's say that they would do something that's self-destructive, or they would hurt you in some way and you would accuse them of that, that might throw them back into going into their old behavior where they were trying to hurt you to see if you still love them. If I do this, what will this person do? Yeah, they're still running after me. Okay, so I'm still important for them. So it's like, I think this person has some kind of issue where they might not have been seen as a good person when they were a child. So they learn to get attention through acting maybe selfish, or doing rascal things, or doing destructive things, and then getting attention either by being really demanding. For example, I want this and this and this and this, or getting attention by being a real screw up, or someone that's doing a lot of malicious, almost evil things. So this person can leave this behind them right now, but they are still this attention seeker. So right now they want to be seen as a person that's the provider, that's adult, and that you can lean towards and you can trust them. And if you would feel like, I can't trust you, I can't lean towards you, then they will go into this self-destructive behavior again. I'm not saying that this is up to you. I'm just talking about their personality and the weakness that's in their personality. So you will understand why certain things happen. But we had it so great. And then I just said that, could you be a little bit more like this, or a little bit more like that? And then the person just crashed on me. And it's when they're going back to their old behavior of being self-destructive to try to get attention. So it's a tricky personality, and I wish someone would have done a better job with them when they were a child instead of them now being like this big adult child with these kind of issues. So we'll see what's going on in their heart region. We have the Star card here together with the Ace of Cups. So they do really love you in a very beautiful and pure kind of way. So we can't say anything about that. This heart is very loyal towards you. And here we have the Nine of Cups together with the Ace of Wands. This could be good or it could be bad. I actually want to see the last card. Oh, it's pretty good. So this is the person fulfilling their own needs. This is the person has a drive or an inspiration. And this is the person learning. So this could have been like, I'm going to fulfill my own needs no matter what the cost. So it could be like that. But it can also be a person learning to love themselves. And since we have learning here, that is what I'm going with. So I think this person is by the love that they feel for you, they are also learning step by step by loving themselves. We can see here with the Knight of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, that this person, they don't have the experience to deal with these kind of psychological issues with themselves, and they're doing the best they can. They're really trying to do healthy, good things, but it's not easy if you have this kind of like an upbringing where you weren't appreciated enough, and the body or the child, the inner child, we have child here, there's child too. The child still needs what it needs, and it will try to get it to survive. So either by, being a good child that's being loved by good parents, and there's a beautiful harmonious dynamic between the two or the three, or they can or the child doesn't get appreciation by their parents or the people taking care of them. So instead they become this attention-seeking child, either by being like over dramatic or really manipulating, or a person doing a lot of shenanigans to get attention, or even being really destructive or dangerous even. So this person, they just found themselves being in these circumstances and growing up underneath these circumstances. They didn't ask for it, at least not in this form. They might have asked that. Asked about this kind of dynamic from a soul level because they wanted to learn. But as a child being born, they couldn't do anything to change this. They were a victim of a kind of abuse, we can say. And now they're trying to learn, they're trying to figure this out. So we can say that this person is doing the best they can. And they do love you, but they learn as they go, and they're starting to learn self-love, self-appreciation. But it could be a little bit helpful if you were on board with this and try to complain a little bit less and be like a little bit more supportive. Even if you saw, if they did something, let's say they vacuum cleaned your living room, and it's like they have never done this before because they were always like really lazy and let all these things over to you. But now they did it, and it's not like 100%, but they did it, and that's what counts. So you say, oh, it looks wonderful, I'm so happy. And they will learn with time that to do it better, so you don't have to nitpick at small things that's not perfect, because this is a person learning. So if you could just say, oh yes, that's so beautiful, oh wonderful, thank you, I'm so grateful. Even if you for yourself you might feel, oh, they could really have done it like this instead. That could actually help in this situation to not be fully authentic. Okay, so moving on to their actions here, most likely action. Queen of Wands with the Page of Cups. They know that they are not on exactly your level with everything. They understand that you are on different levels here. Okay, see where it goes with that. Knight of Swords and the World card. So they are really, really trying. It's almost tearing me up. This person here trying to be good, while before they were really trying to be not so good. It's like 180 degree change, and the divine says that they are really making good progress, like real solid progress. Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, Earth and Fire. So manifested soul being completed. So we can say that this person is now manifesting their soul instead of their conditioned behavior or their conditioned survival technique that they had since they were a child. And here we have, unfortunately, the Tower, and we have the Hangman here. So it's very likely that they will go back to a bad behavior where they will put you in some kind of predicament or some kind of spot, and acting in ways that you will recognize as something that they have done before. It can be, for example, ghosting you or running away from you, and keeping you hanging, keeping you waiting, keeping you like you finally gave your love to them and trusted them again, and then smacked you in the face. We will see a little bit more with that. It's usually like this. People do like real big changes, and then they have like some kind of setback, but we'll see. I don't feel good enough. So they are trying, like they said here already, that they know that they are not in the same league as you in some way. And here they are really trying, and they are able to complete something, like putting their soul in this manifestation. But then it hits them again. I don't feel good enough. And it's when this happens, they start to act strange. Okay, when you feel like a big question mark. What are they doing? Why are they acting like this? Why didn't they call? Why didn't they show up? Why did they do this? Why did they say this? Then it's because this, I don't feel good enough. So it's always go back to this with this person. And that may make them really cold and even malicious towards you. And they will act like you are not good enough, or they don't care about you. So they will act like the parent or the person that took care of them acted towards them. So you need to realize that when they act out like this, they're acting towards you as they were treated once when they were very small. Okay. Boat, receiving what you need, progression, arriving, moving on, closure issues. We have closure here. Try to figure out what this can be. Boat, want to learn more about your relationship. Cassette, outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in your head. So they're trying to free themselves and have closure from this old cassette. Like it's a tape. Every time they are in a certain situation where they are made feel a certain feeling, they press, like their subconscious press play, and the old survival technique plays out. And then they're doing this thing here, Tower, I don't feel good enough. They're doing some stupid thing that crashes this, where they love you to the moon and back, and they're trying the best to change for you, and then they just do this old thing. But it's just the old tape recorder. So you really don't have to take it so personally. If you love this person and you want to be with them and they act like this, just focus on something else, take a trip to Bahamas or do anything, to make yourself feel good again, and to not waste time on this. When they go into that tape recorder drama, they are not even with you. They are back in the past with some people that didn't treat them well, and it has very little to do with you and the now. So it's better then, when they do things like this, that you are focused on your now and what you want to do without them at that point, like putting less effort into the relationship and, meeting up with some other friends or doing something else. Meeting someone new, dating, get back out there, plan, set a date. Trying to understand this. I didn't encourage you to be with a new person, did I? So, camera, reminiscing, keepsake, perception, learn from the past, make memories. Very strange. Okay. So for some of you, I guess that it can be a closure for you to realize why this person acting in certain kind of ways, and that it would be better for you to maybe leave this person for now and let them be in this cycle that they are going into. You don't have to tag along for that kind of ride. So for many of you, this is a get out of jail free card. They are telling you that you were always loved by this person. Why they acted like this wasn't personal towards you. It was their upbringing or their conditioning. And they do the best they can to change, but they will always go back to their conditioning. It will be less and less intense for every lap, probably. So the person will become healthier and healthier, but they still have issues. So for many of you, this will be just a memory. This person will eventually just be a memory. So we can see what the divine wants to say about this relationship. Playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. If you want to stay with this person and give your relationship a chance, you should take this as you are dating, not as you are married or you are living together. Even if you are married and living together, see it as if you are dating. So don't put all your time and effort into this person. Do the thing I said, go to the Bahamas or hang out with other people when this person goes into this cycle. And then they don't have to be the most important person in your life. Take this relationship a little bit more easy or playful. Still work on this partnership, but do it in a way almost like taking each other maybe out on a date. And dating when the dating is good, and then doing other things when this person goes into this old cycle, because it's something that they need to realize. They need to go to a psychotherapist and sort this out. It's not your job. The prison wave. So this shows this person how they are recreating this situation over and over for themselves in their life. And you might want to listen to this too, because we all have blueprints that we could change. So this person says, I'm not good enough. So anytime they feel not good enough, they get into this survival mode and do a lot of hysterical things. When the prison wave arrives in his realm, he comes to remind you of the law of paradoxical intent. Your own self-sabotaging thoughts and hidden beliefs are in fact preventing you from your highest good. You might believe that you're doing all you can to manifest your reality, but perhaps you're giving in to thoughts as following. And this is the blueprints, the conditioning that we have learned. It's like this tape that's going on in our head over and over. And it can be, I can't do this. I am unworthy. I will fail, so why should I even try? I don't deserve this anyway. I'm unlovable. In fact, you're locked in a prison of your own making. That's good news, because it means you have the key to let yourself out, but it's very personal. They have the key to their blueprint, they can change this blueprint by affirmating new things instead of I don't feel good enough. I am good enough. I am good enough. I am good enough, they could say to themselves, and to just rewrite the blueprint. But it's something they need to do. You change your blueprints, they change their blueprint. They have the key to let themselves out. This is a sign that you need to spend some time with yourself, addressing those beliefs that counter your hard work to get ahead. You can change them if you want to. You don't want to stay in prison, do you? Take inventory of your thoughts, let yourself out of jail, and spend a few minutes outdoors in gratitude. It's time to let the sun shine in. So that's what they need to do, and you go and, party somewhere. You don't have to be like unfaithful or disloyal. It's not about this. It's more about, just not putting all your hopes into this person, because then you will be very dependent on how they act and how they don't act, and what they do and what they don't do. So it's better if you can rely more on yourself and your own life, because probably this is what you are supposed to learn. And then whenever they get like this, you can say, I love you to bits and pieces, but right now you are acting in a way that is not healthy for our relationship. So go and figure this out and call me when you feel better. Okay, blessed. So this is the advice for you. It's stay blessed, stay in harmony, stay in positive thinking, work on your own blueprints, to not feel abandoned by this, or not feel attacked or abused by this, but just cocoon yourself and make your life the best life you could have by taking real good inventory of your own thoughts. I will read a little bit about this card for you. 32, that was a little bit far. 22, there. There are moments in life when out of the blue it seems that everything has been orchestrated by divine intervention. You feel blessed in ways that are difficult to express. It's like when you feel really calm in the midst of a storm, or the person is, yelling, their face is all red, and you're like, oh, poor thing. And you don't feel touched by it. So it's like you have some kind of shell of protection here. It's like when the Red Sea parts in front of you and events comes together to banish your troubles easily and naturally. You know deep down you did not deserve any of it, and yet here you are. Of course you deserved it. It was a dumb thing to write. This is one of those times. Let awe and gratitude for all your blessings guide you now. You are moving towards a deepening of intimacy in a unique and sacred partnership. You know you are meant to make this connection, this union, blessed by the divine, will bring transformation and beauty to the world. This is also a sign that, even more important, you're being called to deeper intimacy with yourself and spirit. With this new development, you will see evidence of grace in your life. So I think you will be kind of lifted above this. I'm hearing a song. It's pretty intense, so it might not be for all the ears. See if I can remember here. It's lift me up above this. Not remembering the group right now, but it's one of my favorites. I should really remember it, but when I'm doing readings, I'm totally disconnected from my own self and my own, like my right side brain, I guess, or left side brain. I don't know which one is holding the logic anymore either. So as a full member to this channel, you get the full version of this reading. And as an extended member, you will get these readings ahead of time and without ads. I'm also doing spiritual growth readings for all the members to the channel every week, where you can work on your own things, not just seeing the other people's things, but working on your own things. Subscribe and then check out the many perks through the join button that will appear, or follow the link in the description box to learn more about membership. And if you're not a member to the channel, you can watch the reading What Do They Want to Happen Between You Two to get more information about this situation, or the love reading for September that will show both of your opinions. At my first channel page, you will also find a playlist for your astrological sign, where you can watch all the latest reading for your specific sign in one single playlist. On the end screen, you will see the link to that playlist, so go and check it out. Thank you for watching, and until next time, stay blessed. Bye-bye.